Well, good morning and welcome to a cold morning here in Guernsey in the Channel Islands. It's about 3 degrees, so we had ice on the windscreen this morning, so I had to pour the water over the screen just so I could see where I was going. And we're currently down at Victoria Avenue in St Sampson's, and we're going to head down inland down to Portinfer Bay. And on the way we're going to do a drive along, talking about the different things we see along the way, showing you the sights of Guernsey. So it's early morning, about 7:30 in the morning, and you can see sun coming up. It's one of those mornings, really crisp, very cold, no wind. I quite like these mornings. So we're going to head over to the other side of the island. Nice drive today. Currently just leaving Anytime Fitness Gym, Victoria Avenue, and we'll be going along the front and down Vale Road, and there'll be probably quite a bit of traffic, so you see a bit of a build up. We're a typical morning in Guernsey, traffic heading into town, everyone heading into work, so you'll be able to see that, see what it looks like. Right, let's head on down this road. I love this sky, really looking good. 25-mile-an-hour speed limit. There's cars parked pretty much each side of the road down here, so this is one of the roads where you will be stopping, pulling in, waiting for cars to pass, then you go, then all of a sudden someone will have to pull in for you. It's a bit like that down this road. This is also where the track is down here, so you've got the go-kart track, so if you fancy doing a bit of go-karting, this is a place to come. It's actually quite good today because I'll be heading the opposite direction to all the traffic. Normally I'm sat in the traffic, but there won't be any traffic the way I'm going, so I'm heading out of town. So I'll be able to see all the people sat in their cars looking fed up. And by the way, if you are new to this channel, it's all about what it's like to live in the island of Guernsey. I live here and I do walk-alongs, drive-alongs. I film all the events in Guernsey, anything that goes on, you'll be able to see it here. So if you are interested in seeing more stuff about Guernsey, remember to subscribe to the channel. And if you do like this video, you can let me know simply by giving it a thumbs up. And we are nearly at the end, so we've got a hill start at the end here. So we've got a yellow line. I'm going left. Then we'll see all the people. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those days where it's probably going to warm up. It's not going to stay 3 degrees all day. It's because it's early. I think we may have a maximum around 8 or 9 degrees, so we generally tend to find through the day warms up a bit. No snow predicted yet. I know a lot of places in the UK have got snow at the moment, but because we're a little bit further south, closer to France than England, we tend to be slightly warmer, so we tend to miss a little bit of the snow, things like that. So I'm going to branch off to the left here. Can I get through this gap? Well, good job I'm not in my van. That would have been tight. So I'm heading down. This is Vale Road. A bit of a big lorry there. They won't get through. Yeah, just be careful. So the speed limit down here changes to 25 miles per hour. That is scarred onto my brain. I know this speed limit because I got caught for speeding down this road once. So this is where we have the build-up of traffic. This is what I'm normally sat in. It's not too bad. It's not bad by a lot of standards, maybe in the UK or other places in the world. It does flow. It's not just stop still. But, you know, it does add on a bit of time to journey. So you've got to allow maybe 10-15 minutes, probably, at least, in this queue. Especially if you join it quite far back. So it normally goes over the top of St Clair Hill. Generally down the other side, but not too far. On a really bad day, it will be over the top of St Clair Hill and way down the other side. This is really typical for this time of day. It does move along slowly. I'm actually going to turn left here at the traffic lights, but if you carry on straight, this is St Clair Hill, and it would go over the top and probably a little bit down the other side, but not too bad. Got Le Fontaine Inn on the right, which is the pub, and smaller road down here. This is where the Guernsey prison is. I'll show you. Well, you can't actually see it. It's down a little lane, but I'll show you roughly where it is. It's on the left a bit further along. So the speed limit slowers right down here, and there's a cycle path, one-way street. I think it's something like 20 miles per hour down in the speed limit. So we've got a pedestrian walkway and a cycle path on the right. Years ago this used to be a two-way road, I remember, but there's a school here as well, so that's probably why. Nice and steady along here. So I mentioned before the Guernsey prison was down here. So you can't actually see the building, but it's one of these little... I always miss it. It's on the left. I think it's in coming up. It's down, like you got to drive down a path, a driveway. It's just on the left in there. That's where it is. So you drive down there and you come to the prison. So that's where it is. That's where it is now. It used to be located different places years ago, but that's the one. The Nichols prison, I think it's called. So yeah, that's where it is. I like this little bit down here. It's probably not a bad place to live. You don't get fast traffic coming through here because the speed limit's so slow. And if you carry on going straight on, you end up at Oatlands Village, which I've done quite a few videos, but I'm not going that way today. I'm going to turn left here. You can see we've still got the cycle path on the right. This is still a one-way road, so nothing should be coming down towards you, but you never know. You never know. You always got to keep your eyes peeled. But I've never seen anything come down here. Bit of a stopping here for some reason. I think there's probably some car coming out the lane to the right. Just wait here for a second. Did you see what come out the road there? There's so many of these round. There's these bikes. We've got a lot of electric bikes in Guernsey, but there's also these types of bikes where they're quite popular. They're quite big and they carry like a passenger on the back. So you normally see like people have a child in there, and they look quite sturdy. And I mean, if you're not going long distances, they're probably ideal for Guernsey. I wouldn't fancy one having one all year round because of the weather, but there are a lot. You can have a look. I think there's someone in the back of this. Pretty sure there is. I don't know how many people are in the back. It's pretty good though. Look. Yeah, there's a child sat in the back. Well, it's alright for him. It's alright for the passenger because they're in that nice little covered in bit, aren't they? So imagine it's not too bad if it rains. But yeah, not a bad way of getting around Guernsey. If you know, if you haven't got to go to the other end of the island, and everything you do sort of around you quite close, I imagine they're pretty decent. I love those bikes. They're quite expensive, I think, though, those types of bikes right here, but probably cheaper than a car. I think the weather's sort of looking up, and the clouds, there is clouds in the sky and it is cold, but the sun is out, and if the sun comes out it makes everything look better. It's quite nice really. I don't mind days like this as long as it doesn't rain. I just don't like it when it rains. It ruins everything. But if it's cold, sun's out, still get round a bit, no snow, can't complain. The sun in the trees looks really nice. I was looking before as I was driving along, and if you get the trees just catching the sun, it'd be a beautiful picture. I think we're in for this most of the day. I think we're going to get cloud, probably showers. We've been having this, the last few days, well, the last few weeks probably. There's going to be traffic further along if I carry on, so I'm going to do a sneaky little move into the right-hand road here, because if you go further on to Camp de Wild traffic lights, there's normally a build-up. But sometimes going for a sneaky little route backfires, doesn't it? You end up being just as long sometimes because everyone's thinking the same. And I think this might have happened here. So I'm trying to turn right. But I think because this is a two-way lane, you're going to have to pull in or be careful with cars. That person's letting me go. Especially on this corner here, you can see there's a van going the same way as me, but the cars had to pull in into a little entrance to the field, I think, something like that. Yeah. So I've got to be careful around this corner. This is the corner you always meet something, I find. Very careful. Then what I'll do is, there's a road on the right, which I can go down as well. So we're sort of taking a little bit of a shortcut. Again, this is a two-way road. And there's a car coming, so I'll just wait here. I think there's room. It's a bit tight. It's alright. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, let's head on down. Yeah, I just mentioned about the sun on the trees. I just love that. It looks so nice. It's looking nice and bright. And we're about, I don't know, we're probably about 5 minutes away from Portinfer Bay. So what to do, when I get there, I'll pull into the car park. We'll try and have a look, see what it's looking like out there today. Again, I don't think it's high tide, but it'd be nice to see the sea. See all these trees withstood the storm we had. So a few months ago we had 100+ mile-an-hour winds. There was some trees come down around here, but you can't really notice anymore. Left here, then right, then that'll take us down to the West Coast Road. Then we'll head up to Portinfer Bay, which is really close. Yeah, all these trees did well. It was those types of trees that come down in the storm. But it depends where they're situated in the island, and it depends which angle the wind was coming at them from. There was a lot of trees come down. There was a lot. Right, so right here, there's a good little pet shop here, which I go to a lot. Just on the right here. Where is it? I'll show you it. Just there. Go in there, get all my pet stuff. Get Lilia food. It's nice and close to my house here. Wow, look at that sun on the houses against the black clouds in the distance. Pretty nice. I like that. Don't normally see that a lot. Looks quite nice though. So around we go, over the hill. So this is quite close to where I live round here. Again, just taking it steady. Tight roads. And when we get to the end of this road, we'll go left, then we drive along for like 10 seconds, then we'll pull into Portinfer car park. There's a sign there as well. It also takes you to the, I think it's Guernsey Clay Pigeon Shooting Club as well. It's the same place. But yeah, so on Sunday mornings I hear all the clay pigeons, all the shotgun shooting, because they've got the club here. And obviously this is right by my house, so you're not able to walk around this area. I'll show you it on a Sunday morning. I don't know if they're still doing it now. I don't know if it's certain times of the year they shoot, but certainly a lot of the times they're you can't sort of walk around there. When I walk Lily the dog, you can't. It obviously makes sense because they're shooting. So the entrance to Portinfer Bay here, one of the car parks, is here. So you've got to drive around a little bit to the left so you can see, then you've got to turn right. This is where the clay pigeon shooting place is as well. So it's down this little cart track here, or little lane, road should I say. There's a few little houses on the left down here, so they've got nice views over the bay there. So keep nice and slow. Very popular for dog walking. I bet there's probably people walking their dogs around here as well. There's a little car park on the right down there as well. So I walk around here a lot. I can pretty much walk to this place from my house. And here's the bigger car park. Now it looks like there's some big puddles in here, look. So should I brave it? Alright, let's go through. Hopefully they're not too deep and my car doesn't conk out in the middle of a puddle. That'd be embarrassing. So I'm going to take it really slow. Yeah, this car park could do with a bit of maintenance, couldn't it? It's not looking good with the puddles. So this is Portinfer Bay, the right side of it, if you know what I mean. We're like the one end of it here. So yeah, let's have a look, see a little bit. It's not a great car park for seeing the sea, but most people get out, and if you walk along the headland you can see. Well, thank you if you made it this far on my drive along. As usual, remember, if you want to see more stuff, you can subscribe to the channel and you can click the screen to watch another video. And until the next time, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.